Good morning, everyone. Well, it's time to say goodbye to camp for another year. We're packing things up and heading home. And we're bringing you guys with us. Unless you want to stay here. Sandy wants to go home. Yeah, and Coco. They're not much campers. But they were good. Yes, they were. Okay, I'll see you once we hit the road. Okay, it's time to say goodbye.
That guy's got his birding book and everything.
Yeah. And head home. Coco, you gonna miss camping? Huh? Hey? Gonna dump our garbage off and then that's it. Don't worry, Go. He's just emptying the garbage. Yeah.
Barbecue, you did your thing.
Our barbecue's the bottom fell out. We gotta get a new one. Yeah.
Hurt when you throw it out.
Say goodbye, everyone. See you next time. It'll get it in chicken coop. I love these country roads. It's the best way to travel. Bruce seen a bakery, so he's got to go in. Yeah. It's a farmer's market and bakery. Open fresh baking on site. Ooh, local veggies. What
time is it?
I don't know. Why?
Open at 10 to 5.
Well, they're open at 10, so it's 9:30.
We're not gonna wait.
No. Poor Bruce wants some baked stuff. Here's the lake. We're driving right down the lake.
Who would want to go the scenic road?
It's the best way to go. It's the best way to go. See all the windmills, you guys? All those windmills. And it still costs us a fortune for hydro. We're going to be stopping for lunch soon. We should be hitting Burger King and all that pretty soon. Are you guys hungry? I know I am. Yeah. Dairy Queen. What?
2 bottled waters?
Yeah. He wants chicken and onion rings. You get a choice.
You
We're
want
just-
chicken wings too. Or-
Sorry, but the way, what can I get for you?
could I have 2 chicken finger combos, both with onion rings?
Are those 4-piece or 6-piece?
1 6-piece. The other one 4.
Yeah.
And 1 4. And 2 bottled waters with that.
Any dipping sauce?
Yes.
Yes, what kind do you have?
Sweet and sour, barbecue, honey mustard, ranch.
Sweet and sour and honey mustard.
Sweet and sour and honey mustard.
And will that be everything?
No, 2 strawberry shortcake.
2 strawberry shortcake blizzards.
Okay. Are those small, medium, large?
I want small.
I'll have a medium.
Small and medium.
Small and a medium.
Okay.
And that should be everything. See that boat out there? That's a commercial fisher boat. Probably getting us some either perch or pickerel.
We're home and we're putting everything away. Stuff out of the cooler, stuff out of the bags. I'm washing. All the joys of coming home. Yeah. Right, Bruce?
Yes, dear.
Hey guys. So, I wanted to tell you some camp stories. This is like days later because I didn't get around to it because I've been busy, right? So, I thought to end this video of our camping, I'll put this in our, the day we come home camp. Okay, so, who wants to hear some camp stories? They're always fun, aren't they? I think they're always fun. Okay, I got some chips and dip here. It's a chip dip I made. Yeah, is it too bright, you guys? Oh, it's always so bright. Okay. I probably should close that window. Maybe. There we go. That's better. Let's have some camp stories. Okay, 5 minutes into our trip. I decided I will drive because I like to drive on long trips. Bruce doesn't, so. Well, we put Coco in the middle. We thought he was doing really good. 5 minutes into our trip, he threw up all over Bruce's arm. Bruce freaked out and he's like, "Oh my god, get this crap off me." It was just water. It really was. And he kind of had a little seizure. So we had to pull over. And Bruce had to drive. He was not happy about that, but you know, what can you do? So we made it to the campground good. We got our tent out, ready to set it up, thinking that it'll be set up in like that. You know what I mean? Like just like that. Well, it took hours. For hours for us to figure out how to set up our tent. Okay? We've always had a little tent that just popped up. Believe it or not, that's an 8-person tent, but I don't think it is. So, we got all that set up. We had our dinner. We cooked our dinner and all that. We decided to go for a walk to see the sunset. Because the water's right in front of us there. And a deck. So, I thought, perfect for pictures, right? The sunset. So, I take Bruce's picture and everything, and I'm like, okay, take mine with the dogs. There was this couple, older couple. They had their bikes and they were walking out on the deck. So I'm standing in front of the deck with the dogs, with the sunset behind me, thinking, beautiful picture, right? Bruce takes a picture and the lady yells at me, "Move it!" Just like not just move it. She was like, "Move it!" Like, I'm like, what? I said, "Oh no, honey." "Are you talking to me?" And she didn't answer me. I said, and Bruce said, "What is her problem?" And I said, "What did I do?" He said, "Nothing." And I said, "Are you talking to me?" And she's like, I said, "You're messing with the wrong person, honey." If you know Michelle, Michelle's got a big mouth. Okay, so I thought, well, Michelle, why? Don't even bother. I said, I just walked away. And as we're leaving, I said, "Have a beautiful night." I yelled, "Have a beautiful night." I thought, what in the world? So I thought, okay, this camp trip starting off real good, isn't it? You know, I think I attract them. I attract haters. I really think I do. Bruce said, "I wonder if that was a troll." I said, "Who knows? But let's not let us ruin our camping trip." So, we get back. We're going to set up. I said, "Let's watch a movie in the tent." Okay? We put on a movie. The DVD player is so far away you can hardly see it. And we had this air mattress, which is pretty big. For 2 people and 2 dogs. Anyways, we were laying there. It was fine. I was so excited I had my CPAP machine because I've gotten to where I can't even sleep at night if I don't have it on. I just can't sleep. You know, when you go for your test and they say you stop breathing 100 times in the middle of the night, that's always in your head, you know what I mean? So you always want to wear your CPAP machine when you're sleeping. So we had the extension cord, and we plugged it all in, and Bruce set it all up, and I put it on, and I was just starting to fall asleep, and this water I could feel this, it started making this noise. So I thought, what the heck, and water's coming out the nose part. So I took it off, and it shot water right in Bruce's face. No lie. He's like, "What the F?" Oh my god. I'm like, what the heck? This machine is, and it's spitting water everywhere. So I'm like, oh no. So I dried it all out, and I tried it again, and it did it again, but I made sure I put a cloth over it. I thought, I can't sleep with this thing. All it's doing is spitting water. So I hardly slept because I didn't have my machine on. So that was like, what a night. And then it was so cold in the tent. It was cold, and the dogs were shaking. I decided to get their hair cut because I didn't want them to pick up any ticks, you know, with longer hair. So I thought, I'm going to get their haircuts. Well, that was a bad idea because it was so cold. They were shaking all the time. It was a good thing I had their blankets. And Coco, he was like, didn't want nothing to do with camping, really. Not at all. So the next day, I said to Bruce, well, I'm going to sleep in the van. I bet you my CPAP machine will work in there, right? So we set it all up in the van. The dogs. Sandy, for some reason, cannot have. I had her in the front and Coco in the front, in the middle. Well, she growls at Coco. If Coco's near her in the van, I don't know why, in the front, she growls. So I had to set her bed up and put a pillow between them. So there's Coco, Sandy, and me in the driver's seat. Okay. I thought, well, this won't be bad, you know, sleeping in the van. Oh my god. How do people live in their car? I don't know. I always thought I could do it, but I'm a side sleeper, so, which makes it worse. how do you sleep in your car in the van? No. So anyways, I thought, well, at least I have my machine. I put it on, fell asleep, woke up, it started gurgling again with the water. It did it again. I thought, son of a gun. I had to take it off, clean the water out, I put it back on, tried to sleep again, it did it again. So basically, every night there, I was up almost through the whole night. I was up. And of course it's cold, you're trying to keep warm, and you can't deal, you can't turn on your side because you're sleeping in the car. Needless to say, that day, because I never slept a wink, I really think I need to get a heated hose, because I think that's what I need, a heated hose. I don't know why I kept doing that, but it did. And needless to say, I didn't get much sleep, so I was in bed. Again, back in the car at 7 that night. 7 o'clock I went to bed because I was so exhausted and felt so emotional because I was so tired. But besides that, we still had a good dinner. We had the chili. We had a good walk. I just needed to go to bed early. And Bruce went and took the pictures of the sunset. He watched a movie in the tent. Yes, there is washrooms and showers at the campsite. You have to walk. So Bruce built me a toilet. I'm telling you, it was amazing. It was awesome. It was just a pail, and we had a toilet seat, brand new, that we kept because it didn't fit our toilet. We bought it and we didn't fit it, so Bruce never brought it back. So he made a toilet. I'm telling you, I could sit on this pail perfectly. I would not, just to pee. Sometimes I have to pee, It worked out perfect. Like, he could design these toilets. Anyways, yeah. I'm pretty sure these campers, they all didn't have toilets in their campers. Anyways, if I don't take a shower, I itch. So I was really nervous to take a shower there, but the showers were so clean, and they're all separate. It's one separate shower, like you go in the door and it's all yours. The shower's there, the stool's there, it's all yours. I love this campground. I'm ready to go back, baby. With a little trailer, but it might be better in the summer. Warmer, but I'm very sensitive to heat, and I need my central air in the summer, so we don't travel much in the summertime. We kind of stay around. But in the fall, we might go on another little trip. I don't know. I might look into some kind of there's got to be hotels out there with little kitchenettes in the country, and good fish in there and everything else. And there's got to be something like that. I'm going to find something like that. It would be better for the dogs and better for Michelle. Yeah, so the third night was really good. We had a great time. Yeah. And actually we had leftover chili, corn on the cob. We had a great meal. Then we went on walking some of the trails, which is just beautiful. I like this camp too because it's not full of kids. Not that I have a problem with kids. Are you dirty? Yeah, okay. Not that I have a problem with kids camping, but like some campgrounds geared for kids, you know what I mean? And we didn't want that. Now that we're older, we don't want that kind of campground. I mean, if Nate was young, yeah, sure. But, there's not a lot of kids. The only kids I've seen actually were, a couple pulled in the last night we were there. And they had 2 kids. But I didn't see a lot of kids. Come on. Welcome. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm still going to look for a trailer, but I'm not going to pay an outrageous price that people are trying to get because they know everybody wants to do something, you know. And yeah. And I'm not going anywhere in the summer. Like I said, I can't tolerate the heat. And so fall, and I had to book that camp actually in the wintertime. When I booked it in the wintertime, it was almost packed. Remember, I thought we had no water. I thought you had to pay for it at your campground. Well, no. It turned out that our road a water pipe broke, so there was no water on our road. And about every second campground there's a water tap. Well, when we went to the one by our camp, it wouldn't work. I thought, well, you gotta pay for water. So I stopped the guy. Nobody bugs you there. Nobody says your fire's too high, you're too loud, your dogs are too loud. Nobody says anything to you. That's another thing I liked about that campground. He said, I'm sorry, the water pipe is broke. You could get it water at the washrooms and stuff. But they fixed it the next day. It was fixed. So that was good. Yeah. And another thing I think I bring too much stuff. I would just bring a plate and a cup and silverware for each person. I wouldn't bring, like I bring my camping bowls. I never used them. I bring all these plates and saucers. I never used them. I probably would have used up more things if it wasn't as cold and I wasn't as tired, you know, because I was so tired. Because, I mean, the last day there, we were gonna, because you don't have to check out till 2 o'clock. So we were gonna have a nice breakfast before we left. We were gonna do a little fishing. We didn't do any of that because I was so exhausted from not sleeping 3 nights in a row. So, is camping for us the best right now? I don't think so. We gotta find some kind of place. And Bruce's, right now they're not approving anybody's vacations for summer. Because they have shut down in July or August, but Bruce never gets it because he has to work it. So I'm not going to book a place and then lose my money because Bruce has to work and can't get the time off. Yeah, so we had a good trip. Bruce had a good trip. He was not wanting to go home like people are saying. I don't know what's wrong with people. They just want to make everything negative, and it's kind of sad. He was just enjoying the peace, the quiet, the nature, and relaxing because he now has a lot to do in the garden area. Like I said, definitely enjoyed that campground, and we'll go back in a minute. Just have to figure out a different sleeping something. Hold on. I did look into even renting a cabin, and that the prices are outrageous. They know everybody wants to get away. $3,000 for a week for a cottage, even if you're chipping in with a couple. No, that's so much money. Yeah, and a lot of them were so expensive, and some of them were only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They didn't even count Friday. It's crazy. So we'll probably get away again in the fall. But summer, we got all this summer here. We got our beach, we got our walking areas, we got our birds, we got everything we want right here at home all summer long. But I like to go on a little trip in the fall. I like to rent a cottage, but if I can find one at a reasonable price with fishing around it, I might jump on it. But it's hard. It's very hard to find anything reasonable right now. Even the camp, it's very expensive. Very expensive. But what can you do? Sometimes you need to get away, right? And thanks for joining us, you guys, through our camping trip. And we were glad to have you and bring you along. And we'll bring you on the next adventure. I'm sure we'll go on some adventures in the summer, but they won't be like days and days. Yeah. So I'm going to end this video, and I have lots and lots of videos for you coming. Gardening. We went to get his gardening plants. I got a lot of videos. I got to edit them all. So I'm going to get this one up right now, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, my favorite was the little chipmunks. I don't understand why we don't have chipmunks in here, our area here. They have them in, Ojibwe Park and stuff, but we don't have chipmunks around here. We have those darn squirrels. Yeah, I want some chipmunks. They're so cute.